Hello again. Happy Friday. You've made it to another Friday and the end of another long week. So wherever you are, if you can easily and safely do it, take a moment to treat yourself to a mental health break with me. Take a deep breath. Pull all the air all the way into your lungs as deep as you can. And then let it out slowly. It might drag a bit when you pull it in. It might feel a bit ragged if you've been dealing with a lot of stress. That's okay. Just keep breathing. Try to make your breathing smooth, but don't worry if it doesn't smooth out. It's just something to keep working on. If you're feeling any tension in your shoulders or neck, just roll your head around gently to ease up some of that tightness. Go slow and easy. Don't force any movement, but just stretch out your muscles to the point where you just feel that tension. Roll your shoulders forward a few times, making circles with your shoulders, and then do it in reverse. Roll them backwards. You might feel and hear some clicks and cracks. Keep breathing. Deep breath in. Hold it a few seconds. And out again. I'd like to remind you now to think about your past week and notice if there are any issues that you need to address. And what I mean by that is that sometimes we have to let things go, or we think we've let them go, because our busy lives demand it. But if someone has upset us, or if something happened during the week that stressed us out, I think it's important to deal with it at the end of the week so that you don't keep carrying it forward with you. Because this stuff is cumulative, as you know. You let one thing go, and another thing, and before you know it, you're dealing with some serious pent-up anger and emotional turmoil. So take a moment to think about the past week with the aim of purging anything unpleasant that happened. How you decide to let it go is up to you, but I do have some suggestions. You can develop a saying for yourself, make it whatever works for you, that you repeat to yourself when you think about some incident or moment when you feel bad. It can be something like, I don't need to keep reliving this. Or, this is unimportant, let it go. Or, if you go through cringy things that you did last week, we all do this. We think of something in the past and kind of cringe, go, I can't believe I did that. You could say, okay, I did something embarrassing. So what? Everyone does. It's time to let it go. One of the best pieces of advice I ever heard was what to do if someone in particular did or said something unfair or hurtful to you, and you weren't able to speak up for yourself at the time. A lot of us just seethe in silence because the circumstances don't allow us to speak out. Like if your boss is being a jerk and you can't yell at them, or because we're not in a place of self-confidence yet to stand up for ourselves. The advice was to say to yourself in your own mind what you should have or would have said if you could have. So if someone makes a nasty joke about you and it hurts your feelings, say to yourself as if you were saying to them, that was rude and insulting, and I expect an apology. Or if someone cuts in front of you in line at the store and you can't summon the courage to call them out on it, say it in your mind. Excuse me, I'm next. Don't cut in front of me. It sounds simplistic, and I guess it is. But the point is, by saying what you should have said to them, but to yourself, you're still getting it said. You're assuring yourself that you were treated unfairly and deserve better. You're putting the feeling into words and visualizing, expressing yourself to the person who's upset you. This is a kind of justice on its own. Our subconscious minds sometimes can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined, which is why visualization, hypnosis, and meditation work so well. So if you imagine standing up for yourself, saying what's right, and insisting on being treated with respect, your brain gets that message loud and clear. Because really, if you think about it, who needs to hear that message more? The person who cut in front of you? Or you? Please take care of yourself this week. Many of us are in a vulnerable spot right now, and all the confusion of what's going on in the world, and in our uncertainty about what our futures will look like. So be gentle with yourself if you're not feeling 100%. It's okay. Take a deep breath and chill. I'll see you next week.